Hi everyone. In this video, I will be looking at the other side of the coronavirus. Now, have you ever been in a situation where you feel fearful and sometimes hopeless? Have you ever wondered why you feel that way? I am sure the answers will vary. Well, my friends, this is life. It is a journey, and we are sojourners, forging our way through the onslaught of this coronavirus. COVID-19 has become a global nightmare and is no respecter of person or status. It robs you of your friends and your families. It attacks your health and deprives you of your right to live. This pandemic has caused us to experience extraordinarily difficult times and plunges some families into the valley of despair. There is a strong feeling of insecurity concerning our health, our jobs, and our finances. We often feel disconnected from society. The way some people treat us gives a clear indication of what they are going through. But forgive them anyway. Many persons find themselves in similar positions right now. They are hurting mentally, emotionally, and physically, and these emotions trigger mood swings and set persons on the edge. When we experience trauma, it takes a while for us to rebuild our confidence level. Some persons are fallen victims to coronavirus not because they had the virus, but because there is a fear, a stigma, and in some cases, discrimination displayed by healthcare professionals and community members. These experiences are not meant to last forever, but the results can be devastating. The outcome depends on our mindset and how we handle these challenges. Do not let this present situation become your final destination. When I listen to the testimonies from persons who contracted and survived the coronavirus, I realize that each person's experience is different and their survival depends on how they respond to the virus. Most persons find themselves in a similar situation where they must treat the virus as an enemy and fight for their lives. Yes, it is both a mental and a physical fight. A fight which the virus is trying to take control of their lungs, rob them of oxygen, and at the same time make it so contagious that they are forced to stay in isolation. Not everyone can deal with these traumatic circumstances which cause confusion, anxiety, and depression. Some persons have become so hopeless that committing suicide is their only option. I was so shaken by the news of Dr. Lorna Breen, a prominent Manhattan ER doctor who was on the front line treating a number of corona patients, but committed suicide after she contracted the virus, stayed home for 14 days, felt better, and then returned to work. She was only 49 years old at the time of her death and had survived her own attack of the virus. This is only one of the sad stories coming from the other side of the coronavirus. And it shows the mental and the emotional toll the effects of this virus have on individuals who most times suffer in silence. Sojourners, it is not an easy feeling when you are plunged into a valley situation by traumatic circumstances. The stress level is generally high, and depression is almost inevitable. Sometimes people close to you are not even aware of the emotional pain you feel until you flip and do something drastic. Sojourners, your problem might not be related to the virus, but you still need to fight the negative emotions in order to overcome. Try to be a victor and not a victim. Sojourners, try to be an overcomer of this virus. On my journey, I had some valley experiences too, but each made me stronger and I learned some lessons. I learned that the valley can be a lonely place. I learned that material things mean less to me as I moved my focus to things above and beyond. I learned how to maintain a close relationship with God and communicate more effectively with Him through prayer and fasting. I learned to rely more on God and less on myself. I learned that I should place less focus on the problem and more on the solution. I learned to appreciate the little things that I usually take for granted. And I learned to give God thanks for everything. So, sojourners, as we move through this pandemic, I encourage you to be strong. Do not panic because that interferes with your thought process and affects the clarity of your mind. It can alter your perception of the world and negatively change your behavior. Time heals all wounds when we use our time wisely. And it is believed that nature is the greatest place to heal and recharge when we feel overwhelmed. So we should appreciate nature. As we wait for this pandemic to subside, I encourage you to abide by the rules and pray for the safety of those who remain on the front line. My sojourners, be safe and thanks for watching. If you like my video, please tap the subscribe tag below so you will be notified when I post other videos. God bless.
If you would like a copy of my book, visit www.myvalleyexperience.com.